Cyclones will put toe to leather and will get started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Quarterback making adjustments. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They just keep firing. Into the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch.
third down. They took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Wilson will throw. And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. He wants to change this route. On the move, it's Barber. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to get it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wilson to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Davis. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Ott. He smashes his way through again. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Wilson will throw. He's taking the shot. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cyclone!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Off and running. Lots of running room. Inside. Touchdown to Illini. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wilson to pass. It's complete. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Cyclones lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Cyclones are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He caught it. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near them, He's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive numbers.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Gonna look downfield again. Touchdown, Iowa State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Raiola. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
These corners going to give them some space. Wilson will throw. Going deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the 1st half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Pick off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense is...
Time to take a shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots.
He tries to take the top off. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wilson to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ott. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They're down to the 20, first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davis. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a first and goal. The Cyclones will hustle to the line. Looking to throw again. Touchdown, Cyclones! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Gonna run it. It's Gibson. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Raiola. knocked away, incomplete on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. One for two on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Just ran him over. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. Wide open spaces. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Here's the return from inside his 10. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Fields. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wilson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Throws it in. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking for the score. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Looking for more room. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you really want your quarterback in the red zone to be efficient, to be smart, not to give up points. And, man, he makes a big mistake. They capitalize on defense, return the ball all the way down the field, and now their offense has an opportunity in the red zone.
Part in the backfield, it's Anderson. Touchdown to Line. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wilson to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's up. Oh, the ball's on the ground. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just could bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Cyclones headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going up top here late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
They turned to the passing game on 3rd and short. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Oh, he didn't spike it. He's going to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love
Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got touchdown, Georgia. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Running the daylight from inside his 25. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Here's a heat. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On the run, it's Love. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Bulldogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. Give to the running back. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 45. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield strike with the 48.
This definitely didn't start danger well. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bucks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
And they tacked on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll leave it with him. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Love. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Setting up the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Caught in the backfield, it's Acha. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Throwing on the run. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The Dogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. He should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Bring in the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Got it in the middle. It's Saunders. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The play action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. To the air, it's Mateer. Quarterback moving. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. Fires the pass, intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Inside the 30, and here he comes. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Dogs.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught behind the line. It's Achuk. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Back open in the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Hits the crease. He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Colorado. He got a step and just dusted the field. They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the two, and they will draw no closer here.
That keeps the score. Georgia, 28, Colorado.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Takes it inside his 30, and he's headed the other way. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Steps away to find some room. Snags it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys.
He's looking deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Using his legs, it's locked. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here we go. Ready?
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 35, Colorado 23.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To the air. It's Underwood. Pressure coming.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that is the exact opposite of what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back.
He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
To the air, it's Mateer. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big.
Going for it all. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. On the ground, it's locked. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the ball comes to rest right there.
What a clutch play by your special teams. Fourth quarter, you're trailing. You need a play. You're about to have to put your defense on the field. It's hard to score, obviously, on defense. And now you get the ball right back to your offense in one play. Nice job by the punt team forcing the fumble.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big...
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Makes the catch down the right side. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Here's a throw downfield late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. started. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Underwood. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot right away. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The RPO, fire complete to the left.
I really like the slot receiver. And I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have.
He's got it on the sideline. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense working from the pistol. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. For a man, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room, it's Singleton. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, taking chunk by chunk.
Going to swing it on second down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be 1st and goal. The Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He's got the tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And the quick shuffle pass. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. He's looking. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wideout. Wilson will throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Starting to feel a little pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Wants to throw again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, out of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster.
his 5. The Sooners are back up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Holden finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch on the left. Finds a seam. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sooners. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. The snap sets up the throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
How about that? You get the ball first, the opening drive, and you take the ball right down the field. You said, forget extra points. I'm going to go for 2. So the only thing so far that's gone wrong for you is you failed.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. Got room at the 35. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Looking left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
Quarterbacks are... there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Here comes the 2-point try. Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. How in the world did the offense retain possession? They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It'll take the return, try to get better field position. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Looking to take a shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Bucks! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. He'll get rid of it. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A+ here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Pulls it in down the sideline. They trip him up, but not before he has a huge gain and sends a bolt of momentum into the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. And they will score! Touchdown Sooners! My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Snapped it in the shotgun. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snares it outside. It's Davis. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the outside. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he pumps it up inside the 20. And he'll lose yardage on that return.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an exploit.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Still looking, on the move. Bought a little time, lets it go. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
Knocked out at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down. And the Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The sweet feet buy a little time. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw. Incomplete on the 2-point try, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if they get another chance. So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They'll go to the air. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. take it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! They take the lead with the 6. Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Throws into the middle of the field. He's got it along the sideline. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown Sooners. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and they now lead by 5. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. Touchdown, Buffs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. It's caught for the 2. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. It can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. Kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Going right to work up top. Unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throwing right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence.
He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it all right. Open spaces. Touchdown Sooner. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He wants to throw it. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This time he's got his man. At midfield, he's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking downfield on first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Maryland. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Just keeps slinging it. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And a little bit extra pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. QB draw. Gets away from one. He's got space. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
If I'm a DC, I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable. Having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's got it in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead is 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Finds his man. It's Concepcion. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants a big play here late. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the fourth quarter, when you need the two-point conversion?
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. From the gun, looking for a man. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, but will it stand? There is a flag down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Snap it to the back. Finding open areas. Plows through the defense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Keeps it on the draw. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The inside handoff. Finding an escape route. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Direct snap. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Buffaloes! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Using his legs to buy some time. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Touchdown, Sooners! They move on top here in the 4th.
And I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They want to throw it. It's caught. The 2-point try is good, and now it's a 3-point game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Catch inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And 1st down for the offense.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think
Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The give to the back. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll go to the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Pulls it in, it's Smith. It's a running room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll run the off-tackle play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Wants to fire on second down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
And the Canes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Looking for space. It's Bennett. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
No, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Rifles it down the middle. It's caught. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Big fella moving. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Fires to the big fella. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Gonna let it fly. He's got it inside the 25. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Touchdown, Canes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Creates got a little room. There he goes, open it up. He will He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's St. Clair. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Napier. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hand. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. There he goes. Wide open space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. offense changing the play. To throw, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Syracuse. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touch. this thing started. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Soft spot in the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Finds his man, it's Barber.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone. Touchdown.
He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Middle Tennessee.
Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He caught it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute.
Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll go back to the air on second down. It's caught downfield. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the ground to try to move the chains. Powers through the defender. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Raiola. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Barber. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The thing that made that play work is that it created the matchup they wanted and let the running back create after he caught it.
And, Reese, you see more and more of this in college football. Taking the backs and using them as weapons, right? Getting them out in space as much as possible. Get them matched up on a linebacker where I can now run a route where I sell it outside, cut it inside, and I win.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going in their half, and they have all the momentum.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. to the middle. On target to the left. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking downfield on first down. He's open on the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Concepcion. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
That one was a major league knuckleball, ducking and darting and somehow fighting its way over the crossbar. That'll bring him to within 4. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Lee. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Snagged in the middle. It's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Working that left side. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them.
Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He'll go to the sneak. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! And that one will give him the lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the move, it's Barber. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Looking for that first down on 30 short from the 28. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give from the gun. He's loose. Just plowing ahead. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Raiola. Got it behind the line. It's right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. The offense coughs it up. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a...
Going over the top. Incomplete on fourth down, and